Nigeria is the biggest enemy against the unity of Africa. Nigeria is the threat against the unity of Africa. Nigeria is the reason why till now Africa is not united, because Nigeria has become a tool that the West and America always use to fight against the unity of Africa. Because since day one, when Kwame Nkrumah's era, when Kwame Nkrumah was fighting and advocating for the unity of Africa, now but not gradual process, Nigeria was one of the countries among the Morovia group that stood up and fought against Kwame Nkrumah's ideology of uniting Africa. They are the reason why till now Africa is not united, and now 2025 they are still repeating the same thing. I don't want you to take much of your time. Take your time and watch this video, and after that we'll talk about it. If today is your first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and make sure that you turn on the notification button so that anytime you drop a video, you'll be the first person to do it, to see it. Thank you very much. Our main goal on this particular channel is to unite Africa and advocate Africa and unite black people across the globe. Thank you very much. Watch this video.
Border management is very critical. I've had countries, because of the level of insecurity they had to fence their borders. I know sometimes when you mention, people say, no, it's impossible. Pakistan fenced 1,350 kilometer border with Afghanistan. That was the only time they had peace. Saudi Arabia and Iraq, 1,400 kilometers fenced completely. Can we start thinking of fencing our borders? We have 1,500 kilometers with Niger Republic, 1,900 kilometers with Cameroon. Chad is there. All over us, surrounded by francophone countries, and the Sahel is heating up. If we don't do anything, when the Sahel falls, it is Nigeria that everybody is interested in, because they believe Nigeria is huge, Nigeria is big, Nigeria is rich. And that is what we should start thinking about. How do we secure fully and take control of our borders? It is critical for our survival. It is critical for...
In fact, this is very sad and this is very heartbreaking. This is a total betrayal. That is the Nigeria Army Chief General, General Christopher Musa, the chief or the head of the Nigerian military. While some African leaders are here fighting so hard, advocating so hard for the unity of Africa, strengthening free movement and borderless Africa, the Nigerian Army Chief is hosting close-by conferences, being was urging or proposing to the government of Nigeria that they should build fence walls surrounding the country of Nigeria. They should block the borders between Nigeria and Cameroon. They should block the borders between Nigeria and Benin, Nigeria and Chad, and Nigeria and what do you call it? Sorry, Niger or Mali, something like that. You understand? Right now that African youth, most African leaders and African youth are rising up in numbers, crying for borderless Africa, hosting and advocating so hard for the unity of Africa. Nigeria again has appeared in another form, has been manipulated by the West and America. Now they are telling them they want to build fence wall again, surrounding the entire country of Nigeria. Okay, all in the name of they want to fight and they want to stop jihadist terrorism from entering from the neighboring country, but that is not the solution. Nigeria has always become the tool that they use to fight against the unity of Africa. Now they have seen that the Sahel region is rising massively in numbers, supporting their leaders to liberate the country. They know that it will definitely trend or escalate in the country of Nigeria, so they are finding a ways and means to stop or to block the liberation that is trending or that is escalating across Africa. That is what they did in the 1960s to block the unity of Africa. The cry that Kwame Nkrumah was crying, advocating for the unity of Africa, these people turn it down. And now they are repeating the same thing in our era. They are repeating the same thing in our generation. And this is totally bad. This proposal from the Nigerian Army Chief is based on agenda. Yes, it's not about securing borders. It's not about blocking bandits and jihadists or terrorism to enter Nigeria. The answer is no. It's about to stop the revolution that is escalating across Africa. Yes, but because let's make some sense out of some nonsense. If Burkina Faso can use less than 3 months to capture major or to recover major territories that has been captured by bandits, jihadists, terrorists, Boko Haram for so many years, when France troops were present in the country. So why is the Nigeria cannot use that same method to recover those places? That means there's something fishy around. It's either the Nigerian government knows who is founding the terrorists, or they are the one founding the terrorists, or they have interest, or they have some they have some percentage from destabilizing the country of Nigeria so that they can get their own personal interests. The answer is yes. because the solution is not to build walls, giant walls across Nigeria. It's not going to solve the problem, because the problem of insecurity is within the parliament of Nigeria, it's within the government of Nigeria, but not from neighboring countries like Niger, Chad, Cameroon, Benin, and whatever it is. The answer is no. The answer is no. The people that knows what is going on, the people that can answer the question very right, is the leaders, is the governance of the Nigeria and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That are the people that are in the right position to do what, to answer those questions, and to do what, and to bring proper solution, but not building giant walls. You are declaring a border war. Do you understand? When South Africans say that they don't want any Africans to come in, it's the Nigerians that always get offended that South Africans are xenophobic. What is the Nigerian army, or what is the Nigerian military proposing for right now? Fence giant walls. This is not just about fence. This is a declaration of border war that you are bringing now in Africa. Do you understand? We are advocating, we are all trying our best so that we can have borderless Africa, trade among ourselves, have free movement and everything. And now you guys are using strategies to do what, to stop the revolution, to stop the idea of uniting Africa because of your own selfish interest. According to him, he said they are building the wall because of the insecurity, because of armed groups trooping into Nigeria from neighboring countries. But if building fence walls is the only solution that you have, then you have failed as an army general in Nigeria. This is a total failure, and this is a total betrayal. Because one, you are in the same ECOWAS group with Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. Do you understand? So if something happens right now, you have the right to do or to present it in the on the board of the ECOWAS members. And secondly, your president, the president of Nigeria, is the ECOWAS chairman. So if you're having insecurity reasons in Nigeria, how do you have to do? You have to present the bill to ECOWAS, because their will is to protect, is to make sure that security is intact, is to make sure that free movement of Africa or West Africa is intact, and it's to make sure that everything concerning West Africa is good and better. That is the main work of the ECOWAS. So if you think you can boycott the rules and the regulation of ECOWAS and do what, and build your own fence to do what, to secure your borders and to block your fellow Africans from entering the country on the name of insecurity, then this is a total betrayal. You have failed. Then you are telling us indirectly that ECOWAS is a useless organization that cannot solve problems of West Africa. We all know that we have the insecurity reasons, or the security issues in the Sahel region are high. The insecurity in the Sahel region is the rate is very high. Armed groups, weapon smuggling, instability in the Sahel region is totally high. So what is your solution? This is the time that you guys to sit down together, work hand in hand with your neighboring countries to make sure that you fight against all these terrorists, all these armed groups, all these jihadists in the country and in your region. So if your solution is to build fence wall, then it's a lie, because the people that you guys are trying to fight against were trained by foreign forces. Do you understand? When these people entered Libya and destroyed Libya, where was Nigeria? You guys sat down and folded your arms to the time they got rid of Muammar Gaddafi, and now they are spreading down to West Africa. They have captured Niger, they have captured Mali, they are in Burkina Faso. So now you are in a big threat that they will enter Nigeria, because you think Nigeria is the richest, Nigeria is the giant, Nigeria is whatever it is. Let me tell you one thing, you are just deceiving yourself. The only way that we can get rid of terrorism and all these armed group members in Africa is to work hand in hand with all African countries to secure the borders. Do you understand? By building fence wall, it's not going to solve any problem, because one, the people, those terrorists that we know that the Nigerian army is fighting against is being sponsored by the Nigerian government. Most of them are being sponsored by the Nigerian government. Yes, they know what is going on. Let me ask you one question. Is this leadership, or this is cowardness or fear from the Nigerian army? Yes, because if Burkina Faso have done it without building walls, Nigeria is one of the most greatest when it comes to in terms of military, strongest when it comes in terms of military. So if Burkina Faso have able to done it, or they have done it, and Niger, Mali have done it, what is stopping Nigeria from doing it without building walls, blocking their neighboring countries from entering? That's my question. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. Instead of you guys to propose building large roads, building large railways to export and import, connect all African countries so that we can get free movement, we can get trade among ourselves to strengthen our economy, to strengthen the seriousness and to strengthen the ties of ourselves in Africa. We are proposing of building walls across the country of Nigeria. So just imagine if you build wall, Ghana build wall, Benin build wall, Togo build wall, all these African countries start building walls across their borders. What happens next? This is called the border war. Do you understand? And the people that always troop and flood in people's countries are your people. Are the population of Nigeria. They are the one that always striving, always entering people's country. And now you want to build war. Everybody is going to build war. And what happened next? We imprison ourselves on our own continent. No free movement, no good relationship, no sharing of culture, nothing. The only thing that we can have in common is to fight against ourselves. And at the end of the day, what happens? The enemies come in and do what? And exploit us again. Go and build their country to attract us so that we can risk our lives on the Mediterranean Sea, on the desert safari, desert Sahara, the desert Agadez, to go there and do what? To seek for greener pastures. And this is not a dream of Africa. The dream of Africa is borderless Africa, is the unity of Africa and the united Africa. That is what we want, but not building giant walls or fencing our individual countries. The dream of Nkrumah and the dream of the unity of Africa will not come to pass. If one person starts the fencing of their country, the unity of Africa, the destination will never get there. Let me see your thoughts in the comment section. If today is your first time, please can you do us a favor, subscribe to this channel and turn on notification so that anytime you drop a video concerning Africa and black people across the globe, you'll be notified. Let me see your thoughts. Share this particular video and don't forget to like this particular video to keep the Pan-African voice alive. I don't think this is a better solution for building walls surrounding the country, but rather you are putting your people in a cage and you are putting them in prison. Yes. Please share this particular video to your fellow African. We shall meet in the next episode. Thank you very much for sticking with me till this time. Thank you.